Alright guys, so we got some new Mystic challenges to go on with the rest of the new challenges. And we're going to dive into this one, and it's going to be pretty straightforward, and the team is going to be pretty obvious. Now I'm going to actually avoid using Dormammu, just because I know not everybody has him, but if you do have Dormammu, he's a cheat code to get through these without any problems. So for difficulty 4, our key concepts are going to be to hunt for good clone and placement RNG. We're going to save cooldowns for the second wave. We're going to decide when we want to take out the Valkyrie. And again, if you have Dormammu, he's a cheat code to this and you'll get through it easily. But the team I'm going to show is going to be the full Darkhold team. And the reason I'm going to show this is basically just because they're going to be used for the Apocalypse Saga. And so what we have here is we have Heartless. We want everything done but the basic. We want him as a raider. Wong, we want absolutely everything done. We want him as a striker, and this is good for arena as well. For Morgan, we want everything done, and we want her as a striker for this mode. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to put ISO Blue 4 on her for this, but just striker at ISO level 3 will get you through this much easier. Scarlet Witch, we want the special and the ultimate done. You can have her as a skirmisher, as a raider, as a healer, as whatever. She doesn't really do much. We just know that we're going to have her big, so she's included here. For Agatha, we want everything but the special, and we want her as a skirmisher. Let's go ahead and jump into this first fourth node. So right away, you'll notice that a lot of these characters have manipulated speed bars and damage stats, and the abilities they're going to use are kind of all out of whack. So you're going to be kind of just going by the seat of your pants here. The best Sinister clones are going to be Wong, followed by Scarlet, followed by Heartless. And you want them placed around the Gambit. You don't want them placed in front of Sinister. So as you see, he dies immediately, which does give my Heartless offense up. So he's going to hit a little bit harder, but the whole reason we don't want, say, Agatha or Morgan clone is because of the abilities they do, namely the ultimate from Morgan and the ultimate with offense down from Agatha. And yes, Gambit does do some pretty crazy damage here, so we're going to want to control him and also take him out as soon as possible. So now that they're stuck behind my Wong, I have a lot of time to play with, and what I don't want to do is use all of my abilities at once, because we're going to have a pretty gnarly second wave that if we can just blow it up instantly, that's going to be very helpful. So you see we did not use that Agatha ultimate. We don't need it just yet. And it's kind of hard to time it this way, but if you can, and you open up with the Scarlet Witch AoE, and since we have a T4, it does put defense down on everybody, followed by the Strange Heartless ultimate on the target who has the most buffs and debuffs, whatever the combination of those is, then you can just pretty much annihilate the wave like you just saw there. Now, I did take out the Mighty Thor there because we did a big setup. If you don't take out the Mighty Thor, it gets a little bit trickier. And if you have a smaller team, that's possible, but it's not the end of the world. What you're going to have to decide then is when to kill Valkyrie. You can kill her right away, and then see if you get the 50% chance that she's going to do her passive, and if she doesn't, then you're golden. Or you can kill her and all the Asgardians at the very, very end. So long as you take out the Adam Warlock and the Ultron, you're not dealing with a bunch of extra buffs coming in, you should be fine. For me, on this attempt, she actually did not use her passive. It did not trigger when I took out the Sif. So I ended up killing her, and there's no other Asgards for it to work on, so we're good. I heal up just because, and we start finishing characters off. And I do actually cancel because I already have this completed. I don't want to waste my charges. So our key concepts for difficulty 5. We're going to pick the right Black Widow speed setup. What that basically means is Black Widow is going to take the first turn. She's going to give speed up 60% chance to people. And basically if it goes on Madeline, we're just going to back out and reset it. We're going to set up an enemy to nuke wave 2. We're going to control and race that final wave. And once again, Dormammu is a cheat code. You throw him over Scarlet Witch, and it's a free win. So, it's the exact same team, exact same ISO setups. Nothing changes there. So as you see, she does give the speed up. She gives it to both Agatha and Emma. Not the best setup in the world, but it's okay. If Emma did not get the speed up, then my Morgan would have went first and put ability block on both the Emma and the Morgan. So it would have been a much easier clear. So we get our Wong taunt up. And really, we kind of want to kill this Morgan before she takes any turns. She does incredible damage as well as incredible debuffs that we just don't want to deal with. So I'm more than happy to use this special from Morgan. We get the double tap from Striker and we take her out easily. Next, I'll turn my attention to the Black Widow. But first, I wanted to steal those buffs from the Emma, which didn't work out for me, but that's okay. I just basicked on the Agatha to flip that speed up into slow on the Red Guardian. And now I'll go over to Black Widow. And yes, once Madeline's dead, there's so little to worry about that you can start saving up your cooldowns. I think I do actually use the ultimate here just to kind of load up on this Agatha. And then once this wave drops in, my Strange Heartless, who has offense up, he's going to ult off the Agatha, who has so many debuffs that is just going to annihilate this wave. And I should note, this node is actually a lot easier than difficulty 4. So if you can just crawl through difficulty 4, you can jump in here and have a much easier time. You definitely need to kill this Cersei. She jumps the line as soon as she drops in. And the reason for that is on the final node, or the final wave rather, there's an Icarus, and you do not want to have both Eternals up at the same time. Because if one of them ults, then you're just done. The reason I went over to the other side is because I wanted to get that speed up off of Ultron. Just didn't want to worry about that. Yeah, here you definitely don't want to use your Morgan's ultimate. We need to save that for the final wave. The amount of debuffs that it throws off that you can spread from the middle target is insane. So we definitely want to keep that. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time meeting the damage check. So Gambit drops in, but don't blow your load on Gambit. Wait till the rest of the node drops in. And here you go. So we definitely want to kill that Icarus. His damage is absolutely nutty. Even without Cersei and without flipping your buffs, it's very likely he's going to kill somebody. So we'll take him out, nuke him as soon as possible, and then we'll turn our attention to Gambit after that, because Gambit's obviously pinging the least health target, and that can be dangerous, especially with a smaller team than what you see me using here. And there you go. That's basically going to wrap it up. Death Pool could still absolutely cause us problems, but with that slow on her, it's not so bad. And without a Heartless Strange on the map, Wong does not get that safeguard, so it's much easier to peel through that taunt, get back on our kill target, and make sure we're fine. And there you go. Alright guys, well I hope that was helpful and it got you through another set of challenges. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos if you're struggling with any other sections, and hopefully those will help you too. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, stay happy, healthy, and have fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.